Halo Infinite just got a new update today. The Frontline operations bringing a new mode like Assault, a new weapon with the Fuel Rod SPNKr, which we'll definitely have to talk about a little bit later in this video. Some sandbox updates, evolution to the pass system, as well as some interesting choices when it comes to the shop. Now, if you want all the information, I have a previous video on my channel, link at the end of this video if you guys want to check out. This one is all about how does it feel? How's the Fuel Rod SPNKr play out? How does the new strafing mechanic work in the game? How does it drastically affect gameplay experience, especially me as a mouse and keyboard player? And the massive changes that come with the monetization of this free-to-play game. So if you want to know everything, make sure to stay tuned throughout the whole video to understand all the details. All right, now we have to try this out. This is the Fuel Rod SPNKr in the game here. And yeah, this is definitely one of the more odd kit bashes that I've seen within Halo Infinite. We can see how it shoots. It sounds quite a bit different. It shoots pretty straight. I thought it was going to have a bit of an arch to it, but there you go. So you can have a nice little direct hit. Gets a kill for you right there. Let's see how the long distance, how it's actually aimed, how the projectile actually works. There is a general, very slow gravity effect when it comes to the projectile on it, but for the most part, it's going to be shooting for the pretty straight for the ranges that you're going to want to be using this at. Can I just say, like, the sound effect on this one just doesn't really, like, sound that interesting. I think I saw it in a Hidden Xperia video talked about how it kind of, like, lost a bit of its character when it comes to how it shoots, right? So just give it a, just, like, really listen to what it sounds like here. Like, it sounds good, but it doesn't really sound unique, right? It doesn't sound like something that really stands out from what's already in Halo Infinite. Right? You don't have to bother with, you know, accounting for the gravity effect on it. It's more about leading your shot because it is a pretty slow projectile. You can, like, see like how slow it travels across right here. Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but it's effective, man. You can land a shot on it. See right there, took out 2 guys in just 2 simple shots. So it's gonna be pretty fun to shoot. This thing also has a 6 rounds or 6 shots per magazine, I guess you want to call it. Again, like, it doesn't really expect it to be like that because it looks like a rocket launcher, so you expect there to only be 2 shots, but there are 6. But it's powerful, man. So nothing changes when you first boot up into the screen, kind of standard. Let's check out the operation pass to see how that's changed up quite a bit, right? So you still have the offerings of, like, the little premium editions that you get, but this one costs 1,000 credits instead of 500 credits, but that's because this pass in particular is a much larger pass, 50 tiers instead of your typical 20, but there's a little difference between the other ones, which we've talked about in the previous video. But let's just kind of scan through and see if there's any differences. They did mention with the premium version of this pass, you also are going to be getting 4 different armor sets for you to unlock instead of just the 1 for the free tier, but you still will be able to earn a lot more things, and also you do earn more sparring points, it looks like, from the premium version. Get some knee pads at level 5 with some sparring points for the paid version, and then for the free version you get sparring points, but on the paid version you get armor sets, so it's kind of like alternates really what becomes free, what becomes part of the premium side of things, and it's really up to you if that's up to you what you would like for your type of a, you know, pass experience. You want to buy into this stuff. I mean, it's all cosmetics, right? So it's nothing really too crazy that will drastically affect the gameplay experience. And the free tier stuff definitely has some nice additions as well. But the paid version also has some pretty cool cosmetics when it comes to armor sets and things like that. So if that's kind of your jam, well, then there you go. 15, you get armor coating. 16, you got sparring points. 17 sparring points. Paid version gets background, which I don't really care. Free tier do get some shoulder pads at 18, but you do get the helmet attachment for paid on 18. 19, free version, you get this points, and then 19 you get a vehicle coating right here. 20, I do like you get this helmet. This reminds me of that Halo 5 helmet, right? So you get some cool additions there as well. 21, then 22, and then see basically after tier 20, which would be the max out for your free players, everything past that is a paid version that you can find in here. Now, if you so choose to buy into this pass for 1,000 credits, all this stuff that you might not be able to unlock right away does get put into the shop next seasonal update, which will be back up in May for the summer update for this current spring update. But you can see like how in the 50 tiers, you get a lot of good content kind of packed in later on, especially like at 39, you get like this Forerunner blocky looking rocket launcher, if that's kind of your vibe, as well as a pretty sweet looking coating for that as well. More sparring points. Again, you get some more armor customization. Some Forerunner themes up, which is actually pretty cool looking, like the side pack right here. A little thin, narrow kind of experience to kind of slim it down a little bit rather than everything be so bulky. That's a pretty sick looking chest piece. But yeah, you can kind of see what we're talking about here when it comes to different types of customization for the 50 tiers beyond just the original 20. So 20 is going to be the kind of standard amount of content you've gotten previously for free, but then now if you buy into the massive tier one, then you get a lot of extra bits of content on top of it. And if you missed out on any of the free tier stuff, that stuff does get put into the exchange. Since we're talking about the monetization side of things, we got to always talk about the shop here, right? And they have all the cool Marine and ODST armors tied to the shop, man. It's like, yeah, understandable. You can kind of take a look and see what you would be interested in. I saw this one death animation. I was like, what is that? Now, I thought I'd save my reaction for when I actually look at it with you guys here. Let's take off my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. That you drop in like this little like mummy stand right here to kind of be like, yep, and you're dead. So, I mean, it's kind of fun. Okay, that's great and all, but what can you actually do in the game now that with this recent update? Well, the big thing is when you switch over to the multiplayer side of things, you have Assault coming back into Halo Infinite. The game that started back in Halo 2 should have been there at launch, but now we have it now. And there's only two versions of it. There is Neutral Bomb and One Bomb. This also will be added into the ranked experience on top of that. Now, if you're looking at the multiplayer's list of selections you can choose from, you're probably wondering, hey, what happened to my Castle Wars and Infection? Like, those are some of the most popular modes in Halo Infinite, right? Well, they've been moved around a little bit right here because you'll be able to find Castle Wars under the squad battle selection here, and under the matchmaking selections you can select squad Castle Wars in there. So I know not the most like intuitive place I would think for a mode like Castle Wars to be in, but another one too here is with involving the action sack playlist, and one of the most requested modes always in Halo is Infection, and that's in the action sack place, which I can kind of see that belonging in there. Okay, now you might think, well, we'll just go into training mode to experience what the strafe speed and how that helps out with aiming. Well, you don't really experience that too well when it comes to playing against bots, right? It's very robotic and, well, pun intended, I guess, right there. But you see what I'm talking about. That's why I'm like, you gotta jump in and play the real thing to truly experience like the difference it's making. Also want to test out a little bit of the assault rifle here because they removed the headshot multiplier. So I'm wondering if that really is going to make things much different when it comes to how it shoots. You can see right there, that range, it's still pretty good. Like, it does have a wider max spread now compared to previously, but it hits that max spread a little bit slower. Well, they did nerf my Disruptor, which is one of my favorite guns in the game. I don't know why. It's like they say it was overperformed. I'm like, dog, when did it actually perform? Here's a little jiggle peek. Here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about when it comes to aiming in the game. It definitely feels slower. You definitely notice it, but I think it's a good change from where it was. Like, it would be pretty rough to go from like the night and day experience from like going from like Halo Infinite to like what was like in Halo 3 or something like that. But it definitely notice it being slower when it comes to the strafe speed, which I think is going to be massive for being able to stay on target if you're a mouse and keyboard player such as myself. Oh, come here. No! Like, it's a big reason why people were happy that they kept aim assist as a bug actually when it first happened for mouse and keyboard, because it kept the platform and your input like an actual like ability to keep up with controller players. I mean, so much so that we actually have pro players coming out being top tier players now with mouse and keyboard. Shout out to Wootum. Let's see if we can get disarm this bomb here. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Ah! It's too much. There's too much happening right now. No! Hey, we got the reset. There we go. All right, so and also same with Assault coming in. Does potentially give the opportunity of Grip Ball returning, which is something I know a lot of people out there really want to see come back. Me, I'm not too crazy about Grip Ball, especially since the Gravity Hammer works pretty different in Halo Infinite and in previous Halo games. The physics have just always been kind of weird. Let's try out this Stalker here, though. See how this plays out a little bit. They did slower the fire rate a bit on this, but I'm not, you definitely notice it's being slower for sure. You can't just like shoot as fast as you can like you did previously. Like right there when I was in that middle of that gunfight, I was trying to shoot and I found myself clicking and not having a shot come out. So you definitely notice that. Because like sometimes you see these nerfs come into the game and they're like, it really doesn't make anything different. But this time it actually does make an impact. Oh man, I don't know if my team's gonna be able to stop this. A few seconds to stop this arm happening. Oh my god, the crowd clearing was incredible. Let's go, Triple. Let's get the over. Let's get it. Oh, we got the stop. Let's go. Well, one mode in particular, I'm really curious how this is going to perform within Halo, because traditionally these type of modes don't really do so great, and they're here for just like a couple weeks and they never see them again because they just underperform horribly. And that is ranked squad battles in here, which I thought was so interesting of a choice for ranked matches. So I wanted to kind of jump in and test out and see how this. It does say 1 minute 2 seconds when it comes to matchmaking time, so we'll see how long it actually takes. Okay, with the magic of editing, this took us just under 3 minutes to find a match. Now, this is as soon as the update has been live for about 2 hours now. This was on a Tuesday afternoon, so not peak population, obviously. We start with Evos. I do like that. I want to jump into this Warhawk here. Come on, let's get a good run going. Or we can not. That's okay. Bro, what are you leaving me behind for? There is no radar with this mode. It's actually kind of nice. I do like it. Just allows so much more free movement when you don't have to have everyone staring at a radar the whole time, you know. Like right here, you can see I was able to sneak up right on this guy because there was no radar. Easy kill. Now this is just Slayer that we're playing, but does have the bomb mode. It has also all your typical type of ranked modes you would expect to see in a Halo game. Can you hurt teammates in this one? Oh, you can. Okay. Had to find that one out the hard. Oh no, did I just sabotage him? Oh, he's good. Oh, no radar. Failed you there, brother. Oh, the call outs right there. Look at all those call outs coming. These guys are sweaty. Let's see if we can grab that rocket launcher that's right here. Want to see if you can actually be an effective member on the team. You grab rockets. Let's shoot that across the map. Get the kill. Yes! But yeah, it seems like it's pretty much just a full-on squad battle experience, but ranked, you know? So it's like, if you kind of want to get a little spicy when it comes to your gameplay, when it comes to these more social type of modes, right? I know there's some big team battle streamers out there I'm sure would really enjoy a nice ranked experience in this kind of mode. And, I mean, I'm just thinking of, like, Accelerate, if you guys don't know who that streamer is. He's a great guy and super talented player. He's gonna eat this up like crazy. Ah, I got you with the sword, brother. Let's go to the cheesy spot up here. Oh no, I fell. We got a good spot. We got snipes. I want to try to capitalize on this. You can use this to jump up here, right? I guess that whole point. You can jump up here like this. Clamber that. Wait, can you not climb? Can you not crouch up on top of that anymore? Wait, no. They went. Did they nerf that? Also, I'm supposed to have like a repulsor or something. But that'd be kind of a bit much of an ask to have like this entire setup just so you can have a one cheesy little spot. There we go. We still got it. I will say playing that did get a bit sweaty, as in there was a lot of Onyx and I saw some heroes in that playlist. So prepare to bring your A game when you're jumping into the ranked squad battles. If you guys made it this far in the video, I hope I earned your like, maybe even a subscribe if you will. If you want to know who the real ones are that made it to the end of the video, leave a green heart so I know who you guys are out there. So thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.